Oh, yeah.
Because love will get you into heaven.
Yes, sir.
My God. God bless you. God keep you.
Yes,
is my prayer.
The beauty of what's happening today is there's no competition in God. Okay? So when some of us love meals prepared a certain way, right? Some people like it fried, baked, broiled. Same thing on a spiritual level. People reach others, and we always have a different way to present and bring the word of God, okay? So look at it as something that we're all just feasting. We're getting ready to have a buffet, okay, in the word. And so thank you so much, Reverend Charlie Jones. Again, I'm Dr. Kiki Michelle. I do bring you greetings on behalf of my organization that I co-founded with my husband called Howcee Global. It stands for Care and Resources, Kindness Inspired. We go across the country. In 2020, we're going to be in international waters, doing empowerment conferences, speaking, preaching, singing, giving awards, and uplifting the name of Jesus. Our platform is to provide resources to homeless families and children. We give out food, clothing, and shelter. So give you greetings in that. Our next speaker is Sister Rosella Williams. She is going to speak today on love. She's the First Lady of First Good Hope Church in Mississippi. Sister Rosella Williams. Yes, you've been. What a privilege to carry everything to God in prayer. Oh, what needs we often for. We carry everything. So it's not insignificant. Who cares if your spouse or your children don't want to hear it? You can take it to God without judgment. And you don't have to worry about hearing your business anywhere else, okay? You take it to the Lord, He leaves it right there, and He takes care of it. Isn't that a good deal? That is a great deal. So is Sister Rosella Williams here? Awesome. Hi, Sister Williams. Okay, and she's going to be talking about love. I know 2019, we need a lot more what? Love. We need that agape love, right? We need the love that doesn't judge you on personal. We need the love that loves you like God loves you. Amen. Sometimes in 2019, people want to say, oh, I don't like so-and-so, I don't like this, I don't like that. But we want to identify as people that are Christians or who are in love with God. And God doesn't have to respect a person. He doesn't like sin. He doesn't like the sins that we do. But He loves us all. Without any further ado, Sister Rosella Williams on love.
Hey, praise the Lord, saints. Praise the Lord again, saints. I was glad when they said unto me, let us go into the house of the Lord. First, giving honor to God, who's the head of my life, giving honor to this great pastor in his respective place, giving honor to the headers of this great program. We just want to honor God today on His word. Amen. I'm not going to prolong the time, but I'm coming out of 1 John. Which I'm going to tell you about, give you a little outline about John. Excuse me, y'all. John was written for a community of people that would define itself over against the world around it. So it said, those in John's community were children of light, and those outside of the community were children of darkness. For example, John 3:13, it reads, "Marvel not, my brethren, if the world hates you." It says, John, the epistle is written in part to clarify the meaning of John's gospel for the community which reads the gospel as it is centered to guide and through faith, for us to put our faith in action.
Yeah.
1 John chapter 3, verse 23, and this is his commandment, that we should believe on the name of, believe on his name, and believe on Jesus Christ. Believe who Jesus Christ is, and love one another as he gave us his commandments is for us to love one another. Okay. John's gospel is the revelation of Jesus Christ. He commands those who believe in him to love one another. John is concerned that both of these to love one another, and both of these epistles, y'all forgive me, because I was so into, the ministry that was going on where I wasn't prepared, and I didn't get my mind right and prepared to come to speak, so y'all forgive me, and please be patient with me. Okay, let me get myself together. John is concerned that both of these the light and the darkness should believe in Jesus Christ as God is Him. I can loosen up a little bit. John was reading for a community that would define itself against the world around it. Those in John's community were children of light, and those outside were children of darkness. For example, 1 John 3:13 reads, "Marvel not, my brethren, if the world hates you." John's epistle is written in part to clarify the meaning of John's gospel for the community which reads the gospel as it is centered to guide the faith in action. 1 John 3:23, and this is his commandment, that we should believe on the name of his Son, Jesus Christ. Love one another as he gave us commandments. John's gospel is the revelation of Jesus Christ. It says he commands those who believe in him to love one another. John is concerned that us as a community should believe in him and believe in Jesus Christ. 1 John 3:16, it reads, "For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whomsoever believeth in him should not perish, but have everlasting life." Jesus sets the command to love one another by demonstrating his love for us, the redemptive love that Jesus shows all humankind on the cross. It says Christ gives unconditional love for each of us, even to the point of death. It says, and he demands our unconditional love for each other, even to the point of death. But Christian love requires giving up our lives. We have to give up our lives. We must endure persecution. And we may endure rejection for his name's sake. We must, that we may have the right to the tree of life and live eternal. Not only does he want us to have the right and enjoy the fruits of the benefits of believing on him while we're here on earth in the flesh, but he also wants our souls when we depart from this earthly vessel. He wants our souls to be in tune with his spirit, and God is love. And if you profess to know him who you have not seen in the flesh, but you cannot love your brother and sister who you see on a daily basis, how could you call yourself a child of God? So that's what God wants to do. He is love. He amplifies love, and he wants us to have love one for another.
Yeah.
And he demonstrated that. He put his faith in action by being obedient to his Father and coming down 42 generations to save a wretch like you and me so that we can have the right to the tree of life. May God bless you and keep you in my prayer. Give it up. It's not easy to stand in front of people. And it's not easy to deliver the word of God sometimes. Whether it's a song, speech, any type of ministry. So God is good, awesome. Okay, we're going to keep moving. You guys enjoying it so far? I know I am, okay? It's always a tidbit or a nugget of something that's going to, guess what, help us along our way. So next we're going to invite Minister J.C. Smith of the New Hope Missionary Baptist Church, BLB, Alabama.
J.C. Smith.
J.C. Smith. Love lifted me. Come on, y'all. Love lifted me when nothing else could help. Love lifted me. Love lifted me. Love lifted me when nothing else could help. Love lifted me. Yes, God. Is this Minister J.C. Smith?
Now, I don't see him. He was here.
Okay.
Oh, he left. I'm sorry. So what we're going to do is let you go ahead and call the summary for the first part,
Okay.
and then we'll go into another session, and we'll come back to the second topic.
Excellent.
Okay.
Is everybody get Carolyn Smith as well?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry.
No.
All right. So now we're going to move on to part one summary. We're going to invite Minister Howcee from the International House of Praise in Mississippi.
Glory.
My body carries weight.
Wait a minute, hold on.
It's a verb
I always believe not carrying a light Bible. But when you have a heavy Bible, that means you can do damage to Satan. I love it. Boy, I mean, God got work for me to do, don't he? I guess I'll hold it with one hand and talk with the other one.
All right, what I'm going to do is, since we were talking, we was talking about David and Saul. We're talking about 1 Samuel.
I tell you what I'm going to do. He don't want me to talk, but I'm going to do something. I'm going to hold it in my hand.
What'd you say, my sister?
The stand, the mic stand,
No, that's okay. But what I'm going to do, we was talking about David, and we was talking about Jonathan, and we was talking about Saul. Now, we can go all the way back to Hannah. Thank you. Thank you, my brother. Oh, thank you. We can go all the way back to Hannah, but I'm not going to talk long. I'm going to nip this in the bud. Anytime you put a petition before God, and the Lord honors your protection.